Association 1 year ago today. Cherish.
Listen to the following statement. Select the answer you think is most nearly correct. A skinny cat can A, go on being a loser, or B, stay home a lot. If your answer was A, go on being a loser, you ain't never been there. If you answered B, stay home a lot, you've been there. C, nutriment. That's the answer. Nutriment. You drink it to gain weight. Section 2. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear these words? Love. Success. Bones. The first thing you thought about when I said bones was you, and if you drew a blank on the other two, the next thing to think about is nutriment. Nutriment. When you've got something to gain. When your skin's uptight. Nutriment. That's got to be the greatest put-on of all time.
You see this guy at a dinner table, huh? Pass me the sugar, please. Anyhow, if you know anyone who needs to gain weight, have them call this number now. 782-7226.
You come first at Shift, where they really care about the shoes you wear, where you always get the best value get, where you come first at Shift. Shift shoes.
When your children march off that first day of school, they'll look their best in smartly styled, colorful new Bluebird shoes from Schiff. Famous Bluebird shoes for children are guaranteed to fit, so you're sure of walking comfort and firm support for growing feet. And Bluebird shoes are built to take the rough wear children give their shoes. Yet they're priced at only $3.99 to $5.99 at Schiff. So for back-to-school shoes, visit your Schiff shoe store now.
You come first at Shift. Shift shoes.
Select new fall shoes for your entire family now at any of the many fine Schiff shoe stores here in the Chicagoland area. Hey, now, I got to say a big, big hi to all the gang of the Lucky Circle Stables, which is at 95th and Keene. Groovy place to ride. Groovy people over there, too. Nice, friendly horses, that sort of thing. Lyndon and Patty and all the gang of Skokie. But I did less riding this summer. I think I did in the last, I don't know how long. I think I forgot how. It's terrible. And we had all the gang in Lombard and a Mary and a Chris and a Debbie. And Jan got 504 bites out of a marshmallow. Some of those marshmallows are pretty tough, you know. Kevin and Donna got to say hi to you. And Ron and Sarah, they never bite back. That's the groovy thing about them. And also to Rita, got a happy birthday. She's a member of the Land of Teens. Bob, Terry, and Lou are out there. Bill and a Gail. And a happy birthday to Craig of the Robs. He is 20 tonight.
Here it comes. The biggest package of super hits ever assembled into one fabulous album.
What you want? Baby, I got.
This album's titled The Super Hits, and it means what it says. Recent hits like Aretha Franklin's Respect, Wilson Pickett's Mustang Sally, and this blockbuster by Barbara Lewis.
Baby, I'm yours.
A dozen super hits all on one great album. Hold On, I'm Coming by Sam and Dave, When a Man Loves a Woman by Percy Sledge, and the Young Rascals' Good Lovin'. They're all here on the new Atlantic album titled The Super Hits. Eddie Floyd's Knock on Wood, numbers by Booker T and the MGs, Carla Thomas, the Marquis, and Wilson Pickett's In the Midnight Hour. It's a turntable of talent, Atlantic's new 12 selection LP, The Super Hits. Get it now wherever records are sold, or send $4.79 for either mono or stereo to Douglas Sales Box 5909, Chicago.
You just like to sing that song, don't you, James Brown? Cold Sweat, Part 2. Get them now. 15 and a half minutes from 11 o'clock. Art Roberts cooking for a Friday at WLS Radio.
Before you go out, fella,
Don't call me fella.
check your oil.
Okay.
That's where acne, pimples, and blackheads can start. With oily skin. Now you can smear up your face with one of those cakey cover-ups girls use.
Yeah.
But what do you want to do? Camouflage it? Make up your mind, fella.
Don't
not
call me
your face.
fella.
Tackle Medicated Clear Gel is the one for you. Invisible. You put it on like an aftershave. Mornings and before bed. And fella,
Don't call
does
me.
it dig for oil. That's why you'll like Tackle. The man's way to clearer skin. Tackle helps check externally caused blemishes fast. Because Tackle Gel checks your oil.
Team up, Tackle.
You can get a 1/3 ounce trial tube of Tackle. Send a quarter along with your name and address at Tackle, Post Office Box 10, Chicago, Illinois, 60635. That's Tackle, Post Office Box 10, Chicago, 60635.
What's the weather for the weekend gonna be? Will it be hot, cold, rain, snow?
According to the weather people, it's going to be like this. Fair with a low in the mid-60s, and tomorrow partly sunny, warm with a chance of a few showers, mainly in the afternoon. High be in the 80s. Tomorrow night partly cloudy, a little bit cooler with a low about 60. 72 is where we are now, and the winds are out of the southeast at 3 miles per hour, which really shakes you up a little bit, doesn't it? Especially since you bought that sailboat, now you won't be able to get it a move.
It's the boss race of the season, the All-Star Drag World Sweepstakes at Swingin' Oswego Drag Raceway, featuring the amazing wheelie antics of Wild Bill Shrewsbury and the world-famous L.A. Dart, two of the world's most unique funny cars, the explosive liquid oxygen-burning Pegasus turbine-powered Mustang, and Gene Canham's sensational flame-throwing turbine, plus bonus cash ET bracket competition, the biggest cash payout of the season, free Drag World newspapers to all racing contestants. Fabulous Oswego Drag Raceway is located south of Aurora on Route 34, 1.5 miles west of the Oswego Bridge. Don't miss Wild Bill Shrewsbury's wild wheel-standing L.A. Dart, the rocket-powered, fire-breathing turbine Mustang and turbine Dart racing side by side. And the biggest run-for-the-money race of the season, the All-Star Drag World Sweepstakes. That's this Sunday afternoon, 1:30 p.m. Follow the crowd at fabulous Oswego Drag Raceway. No place for modern-day drag racing.
Tommy James and the Shondells got a tough one. Getting together.
Getting together, better than ever. Getting together. I am so happy, baby, now that you are my lady. We can hold hands together every day. Come what may. I promise you I'll always give you my love in always. You can depend on me, girl, all the time. Rain or shine, you're gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. Daytime, nighttime, your time, my time. Getting together, better than ever. Getting together, never felt like this before. Getting together, better than ever. Getting together. You bring me new excitement. I never knew what nightmare. We got a thing together. Very few ever knew. You can be sure of one thing. All of the love that I bring, I'm gonna keep you happy all the time. Rain or shine, you're gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. Daytime, nighttime, your time, my time. Getting together, better than ever. Getting together, never felt like this before. Getting together, better than ever. Getting together. Getting together, better than ever. Getting together, never felt like this before. Getting together, better than ever. Getting together, never ever felt like this before. Getting together, better than ever. Getting together, never felt like this before. Getting together.
I don't want to shake you up or anything, but that treasure truck is resting and it'll be out on the road again. But if you would like the treasure truck to stop by your door, possibly with a great prize, And as you know, we're going to be giving away that Mercury Cougar, which is still on the bandwagon here. Or I should say on the REA Express wagon. Well, then, make sure that you get your card if you're in the 7-county area before Wednesday, August the 30th. Whatever happened to the summer?
And now, Dusty Springfield.
Any place can be a soda fountain now. With great shakes, new great shakes. Shake it up with milk and make a real big shake. New great shakes, new great shakes.
Get in on new Great Shakes. It's a shake mix, not a plain milk flavoring. Great Shakes turns milk into a real thick shake. So thick it stands up to a straw. Creamy. Tastes like a soda fountain shake in your favorite soda fountain flavors. Great Shakes.
Tastes so good now, oh so good now. It's so creamy, thick and dreamy. Any place can be a soda fountain now. With great shakes, new great shakes. So if you want your own soda fountain now, go to the store and get great shakes.
Say it again.
A great shake.
Say it again. That's it.
Here's a top with camels, baby. Dig it.
Oh, I'm working so hard.
Wait.
Oh, I'm working so hard. I'm working so hard. I never worked this hard before.
Wait.
Hard again.
That's right, baby. Tell about the pants.
I couldn't work this hard if I wasn't wearing my Levi's jeans.
Weebolt's for men and young men at Weebolt State Street and near your home. Carry a complete selection of sizes and colors of Levi's. The pants for the guys who have fun, the guys in the gold. They're here right now. The complete line of Levi's jeans and casuals at Weebolt State Street or near your home.
When you grow up, girl, you're still living in a paper doll world. Living ain't easy, loving's twice as tough. So come back, baby, when you grow up.
Words of wisdom from Mr. Bobby V.
You're looking real good like a woman now. Your mind hasn't gotten the message somehow. So if you can't take it, the going gets rough. Come back, baby, when you grow up. I want you, girl, but your wide-eyed innocence has really messed up my mind, yeah. I'd rather you get your very first heartbreak somewhere else along the line. Come back when you grow up, girl. You're still living in a paper doll world. Someday be a woman ready to love. Come back, baby, when you grow up. Come back when you grow up, girl. You're still living in a paper doll world. Living ain't easy, loving's twice as tough. Come back, baby, when you grow up. Come back when you grow up, girl. You've still got a lot of time left in the world. You'll someday be a woman ready to love. Come back, baby, when you grow up. Come back when you grow up, girl. You're still living in a paper doll world.
Boom, boom. Oh, Super Summer Lives and Breathes right here on WLS Radio. We're going to part company and let you catch up what's happening in the world. I'll see you back with more music on the Art Robert Show for a Friday night get-together.
If you want to go where the action is, go Riverview.
Riverview a go-go.
You're geared for fun in the no, go to Riverview.
Go now. Laughs, howls, screams, thrills, they're all yours at Riverview. That's why the in-group, the Go Group, goes Riverview. Miles of Midway, sensational rides. It's wild. It's for you. Join the fun. Go Riverview, Western and Belmont.
Gala Mardi Gras at Riverview is on right now every night. Start time, frolics, parade, band, floats, live elephants. Don't you dare miss this spectacular.
In Chicago tonight, a deputy sheriff arrested after a shooting in which one man was killed and 2 persons wounded. Good evening, everyone. This is Dick Harley, WLS Chicago, standing by with a full report on this and all the news from WLS, ABC in Chicago.
This report is brought to you by WLS News as a public service. One of 58 summaries broadcast daily as part of our continuing citizen service.
Chicago police say a deputy sheriff fired into a small crowd of persons who had been taunting him tonight in front of 3637 Parnell Avenue. One man was killed. The man's wife and young brother-in-law were wounded. The deputy, 57-year-old Luther Townsley of 5401 Cottage Grove Avenue, was injured when he was struck on the head with a heavy object. Reports indicate all 3 victims had been bystanders in the affray. The man killed was 37-year-old William Champion of 3639 Parnell Avenue. Those wounded are identified as Champion's wife, Marion, and her 18-year-old brother, Edward Rowland of Broadview. Police say Townsley went to the house at 3637 Parnell to serve a process on a man who lived there. Finding no one home, he turned away, but was accosted and taunted by street rowdies. Then he fired at them. Daring Street policeman Joseph Cuton arrested Townsley a short time later. Chicago Judge Daniel Ryan today granted a defense motion to have accused Mercy Slayer Robert Roskin examined by psychiatrists. A preliminary hearing on murder charges was postponed until September 12th. The 23-year-old college senior allegedly killed his mother, suffering from an incurable form of blood cancer, after she reportedly begged him to do it. The badly beaten body of a Park Forest man was found today near a parking lot in the Sauk Trail Forest Preserve by Cook County Sheriff's deputies. Sergeant John Fahey of the Homewood District said the body was identified as 51-year-old hairdresser Morris James. Fahey said James of 358 Miami Street was known to carry large amounts of money and that he probably was a victim of robbery. American Nazi Party leader George Lincoln Rockwell was assassinated today in a parking lot in Arlington, Virginia. Earlier, Walter Bell, the acting police chief of Arlington, gave details on the murder to ABC News.
On arrival there, they found a man who had been shot. The car was in the shopping center parking lot. The subject was laying inside the vehicle. He had been shot in the head and the chest. The identification of the subject was George Lincoln Rockwell. Information at this point is that the shot was fired by someone from the roof of one of the buildings in the shopping center, which is one-story shopping center, and fired down into the automobile or at him at the automobile.
Meanwhile, a purged captain of the American Nazi Party, John Patler, has been arrested in connection with the slaying of his leader. Patler had been Rockwell's right-hand man, but reportedly was also a political rival. The Pentagon has announced that 2 United States Army sergeants have been arrested for conspiring to give the Soviet Union national defense information. The sergeants are identified as Ulysses Harris of Neptune, New Jersey, and Leonard Safford of Chilham, Maryland. 2 Russian diplomats alleged to have received some documents from them have left the country. Defense Secretary McNamara has argued against widening the air war in North Vietnam. He says the war must be won in the South. It cannot be won in the North. McNamara made the statement in answer to a number of senators who had earlier called for a stepped-up bombing of more targets in North Vietnam. Among the senators, John Stennis of Mississippi.
Both to protect our men in the fighting and also to let our adversary feel the effects of this war. This bombing must go on, and I hope it won't be suspended anymore.
Elsewhere in the news briefly, Academy Award-winning actor Paul Muni died today at his home in Monticello, California. And forest fires are reported spreading in California, Montana, and Idaho, and are threatening giant redwoods. Chicago's weather fair tonight, a low in the middle 60s. Tomorrow, partly sunny, warm, chance of a few showers, mainly in the afternoon, with a high in the 80s. And midway now, it's officially 72. This is WLS News.
You have just heard another of 58 daily newscasts presented round the clock over WLS to keep you in tune with the times.
Any exclusive WLS interviews heard on this report are the sole property of WLS Radio News, which prohibits their rebroadcast over other news media.
Next report in 25 minutes, bulletins at once over WLS, your window on the world.
That's the latest news from WLS Radio. This is Dick Harley, WLS News Central in Chicago.
WLS in Chicago.
Welcome to the 13th Annual National Hot Rod Association National Drag Races, the largest field of machines ever assembled in the history of auto racing.
From Indianapolis, dragsters, funny cars, super stocks, 1,500 of the very finest competing for $100,000 in cash awards Labor Day weekend. Time trials and qualifying Thursday and Friday. Class elimination Saturday and Sunday. A full day of champions on Monday. Join us here at Raceway Park in Indianapolis, August 31st through September 4th for the Nationals.
I went to my psychedelic house. Cat chased a psychedelic mouse. Mom gave me a psychedelic stare, so I sat down in a psychedelic chair. Started to watch my psychedelic show. TV set gave a psychedelic blow. TV tube got a psychedelic crack and went right to a psychedelic black. Said a few words in psychedelic slang, got a regular psychedelic hunger pang. Whipped me up a psychedelic snack, laid right down on my psychedelic back. Closed my eyes in my psychedelic beam. Settled down to a psychedelic dream. When I'm old, decrepit, and just a relic, they'll look at my bones and say, that cat sure was psychedelic.
Through the mirror of my mind, time after time, I see reflections of you and me. Reflections of the way life used to be. Reflections of the love you took from me. Oh, I'm all alone now. No love to shield me. Trapped in a world that's a distorted reality. Happiness you took from me and left me alone with only memories. Through the mirror of my mind, through these tears that I'm crying, reflects the hurt I can't control. 'Cause although you know I keep holding on to the happy time when you were mine. As I peer through the window of lost time, looking over my yesterday and all the love I gave all in vain. All the love that I've wasted, all the tears that I've tasted, through the hollow of my tears, I see a dream that's lost from the hurt that you have caused. Everywhere I turn, seems like everything I see reflects the love that used to be. In you I put all my faith and trust, wrapped before my eyes, my world has turned to dust. I hear all the night, I sat alone and wept, just a handful of promises are all that's left of love and you. Reflections of the way life used to be. Reflections of the love you took from me. In you I put all my faith and trust, wrapped before my eyes, my world.
I dig that song so much. Reflections, Diana Ross and the Supremes. Had a lot of people ask about that poem. We had a lot of people request it, and just a little psychedelic nothing that I whipped up one day before we went on the air for the fun of it, to introduce a psychedelic song or anything that had a funny sound to it. But be patient, because Gordy will type them up or mimeograph them, or we'll do something with it, and we'll get it out to you, you know, those that ask for it. 71 degrees where we are. We have just about 4 minutes after 11 o'clock, which means you and I still have fast arithmetic now. A good 46 minutes to get acquainted.
The best-selling single record of the year has just been released on a brand new Capitol album.
3rd of June, another sleepy, dusty Delta day.
Bobby Gentry's great hit, Ode to Billy Joe. Just one cut on a great new album destined to become the bestseller of the year. Bobby Gentry's Ode to Billy Joe.
Papa, won't you let me go to town with you?
The most exciting new talent to come along in years, Bobby Gentry, brings her hauntingly vibrant sound to a whole album full of Bobby Gentry originals.
Chickasaw County Child.
A totally fresh kind of sound, a brilliantly new kind of singer, Bobby Gentry.
And she and Billy Joe was throwing something off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
Bobby Gentry's first album, Ode to Billy Joe, available now wherever Capitol Records are sold.
Of hope. Believe me, friends, for once in my life, I don't feel like saying anything funny. On my mind is the memory of some wonderful kids I've just seen at the La Rabida Sanitarium. No child is turned away from La Rabida for financial reasons or because of race, creed, or color. With all my heart, I ask you to help save these little ones who so desperately need your help.
Send your contributions to La Rabida, Chicago 49, Illinois.
Can't say big hi to all the gang at Leslie's Slumber Party. Digging what's happening. Naomi the Goat checked in with us again. And by the way, for those non-believers, there really is a Naomi the Goat, just like there's a Spanky the Horse. Hi there, Spanky. And a Mike and a Cheryl, and a happy birthday to Hal, who happens to be 8. And let's start moving along right now with a song for you. Van Morrison. The tough little thing about his brown-eyed girl.
Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came. Down in the hollow, playing a new game. Laughing and a running, hey, hey. Skipping and a jumping.
Chippity-pum-pum. Join us tomorrow afternoon, 1 to 3 o'clock at the Grant Park Band Shell. Be there. It's a sign-in. The Danny Thomas sign-in is what we call it. It's a lot of fun for you on the bandstand. We're going to have yours truly along with Ron and Larry and Clark and Bernie and the New Colony 6, Shadows of Night, H.P. Lovecraft, the Riddles, and a mess of fun for you from 1 to 3 in the afternoon. Love to have you drop by, sip some free 7-Up, and just enjoy yourself.
When sunburn strikes,
Noxima, cool sunburn back. Noxima, cool sunburn back.
ice it in. Noxima stops pain fast, cools the burn, helps heal damaged skin. No surface spray works deep down like Noxima's medication. Cool it with greaseless medicated Noxima skin cream in jar, liquid, or new tube. It's America's #1 sunburn relief.
Noxima, cool sunburn back.
It's the instant pain chiller.
Right. A long time ago, when folks needed to get their kicks, they used to go out to the nearest coliseum and watch the gladiators battle each other for prizes. Well, Rome is nothing on Chicago. This Saturday night at Soldiers Field, you can see modern gladiators fighting for $5,000. It's called the Demolition Derby. And these gladiators use Fords, Chevys, Plymouths instead of swords, spears, and axes. You'll see 100 cars and drivers in the final event of the night, and they will smash each other. Run the other guys off the track. Or into a concrete wall until there's only one car left. Now, it may take 5 laps, or 50. When it's all over, there'll be 99 wrecks and 1 winner. And I don't know what kind of shape he's going to be in. He may be the best smasher, the fastest starter, but he'll be the richest. There'll also be 4 10-lap heats for speed only, 4 motorcycle races just to get you warmed up for the Demolition Derby. That's Saturday night at 8:30 at Soldiers Field. Tickets are $2, and there's acres of parking for only $0.25. Oh, yeah, you get thirst-drenching refreshment the big convenient way. 7-Up and handy 16-ounce, no deposit, no return bottles. Wet and wild in one way, that's 7-Up. Groovy and tough, one way, that's the Doors and Light My Fire.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. The time to wallow in the mire. Trying we can only lose. And
Michelle, who's 21. How about that, gal? Vic and a Kathy counted 18,748 grains in a pepper shaker. A little bit of information we pass along to you. Paula and Sharon, a happy birthday to Willie, who happens to be 14, and Barb, who's sweet 16. Keith and the Barb out there, and Fran having a big time at a pajama party. And all the gang at Mr. Donut, those groovy French donuts they have there at Morton Grove.
Size up, size up, size up, size up. The bright one, the Chicago Sun-Town.
Size up the weather situation to find out whether or not you're going to get soaked when you come out to the Grant Park band shell from 1 to 3.
Hey! What's the weather
all right. We stand under the band shell.
gonna be? Will it be hot?
Let the wind change because it's tonight will be fair with a low in the mid-60s, and tomorrow partly sunny and warm, a chance of a few showers, and mainly in the afternoon. Let's hope it's late in the afternoon. High will be in the 80s. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy, bit cooler, low about 60, 71 right now, and that's the whole story on the weather.
This is the story of Myron the Slob.
Another story.
Myron, why must you look like such a slob?
Okay for you, Betty. The next day, Myron bought a whole bunch of kazoo lean-age pans. Colors like Hullabaloo, Mrs. Brown, Beige Ball, Zany Gray, and Rin Tin Tan. And then he returned to Betty, who said,
Myron.
Now Myron is no longer a slob, but he's stuck with Betty.
Girls ain't the only ones with legs. Look at you, they gave you two. Put 'em right out of sight in kazoos. Listen to the ooze.
K-A-Z-oo-oo.
Kazoos is lean-age pants. Trees ain't the only things with limbs. Look at there, you got a pair, thick or thin. Stick 'em in your kazoos. Listen to the ooze.
K-A-Z-oo-oo.
Kazoos is lean-age pants.
Dig this song. Jay and the Technique.
Ready or not, here I come. Leave at you, big fun.
Apple featured pumpkin pie.
Apple peaches, pumpkin pie. Who not ready? That's the game we used to play. Hide and seek, what is the name? Oh, ready or not, here I come. Leave at you, big fun. Always in the mind, I'm one step behind you, but still I can't find you. Apple peaches, pumpkin pie. You were young and so was I. Now that we've grown up and seen, you just keep ignoring me. Oh, I'll find you anywhere you go. I'm gonna hide and low. You can take some of mine anytime. Well, I'll think behind you. Be careful where I find you. Apple peaches, pumpkin pie. Soon your love will be all mine. Then I'm gonna take you home. Marry you so you won't roam. Baby, marry you so you won't roam right now. I'll find you anywhere you go. I'm gonna hide and go. You can take some of mine anytime. Well, I think behind you. Be careful where I find you. Lady, yeah. Here I come. I used to be better fine.
Turn to the serious side of life for just a moment. Pay attention to this. It's kind of scary.
Hey, Dad, did you see this on the pack? It says, caution, cigarette smoking may be hazardous to your health.
This message is brought to you by the American Cancer Society.
I think we proved the point. Super Summer is something else right here on WLS Radio. And this is Art Roberts. We're going to stay together till midnight with a lot of things to get to. They call you Skin and Bones, do they?
Skin
Yeah.
and bones.
That's what I'm talking about.
Goes to a dance.
She's pretty. Ask her to dance. I'm too skinny. Ask her to dance.
She won't like me. Ask her. Ask her. Ask her. I beg your pardon. Will you dance with me?
Take a hike, Bones. Guinea, two yes, roll. Guinea, two bag of yes, roll. Guinea, bag
of Skin and Bones goes home alone.
Why doesn't somebody give him some nutriment?
Get him, will you? He's a creepy guy.
No, he's not. If he had some nutriment and gained some weight, he wouldn't be so bad looking.
Get him.
Really, it really can work. Every day, just a couple of cans a day. Nutriment can do it.
Nutriment, the great American put-on.
Right. If you know anyone who needs to gain weight, anyone who needs to gain weight, please have them call this number now, 782-7226.
We try to serve the best coffee in town.
That's our aim at White Castle. We try to serve the best coffee in town. We don't say that we always succeed, but surely no one tries harder. Always kitchen testing different blends, different roasts, different strengths, and lengths of brewing time. When our experts find something promising, they analyze it and try it out on a taste test panel. If the taste testers like it, it's sent along to our area headquarters here to see if we think you might like it. And then finally, if the experts like the change and the taste testers like it, and we think you will like it, then at long last, maybe you can buy a better cup of White Castle coffee. Meanwhile, as the slogan says, we try to serve the best coffee in town. Dark, rich, fragrant, full of good coffee aroma and flavor. How about some right now?
One newly remodeled White Castle is at 11879 Indianapolis Boulevard, and that's in Whiting, Indiana. Try it out. Happened a long, long time ago. His last name was McAllister, and he jumped off a bridge. And to this day, nobody knows why.
It was the 3rd of June, another sleepy, dusty Delta day. I was out chopping cotton and my brother was baling hay. And at dinner time we stopped and walked back to the house to eat. And Mama hollered at the back door, y'all remember to wipe your feet. And then she said, I got some news this morning from Choctaw Ridge. Today, Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. And Papa said to Mama as he passed around the black-eyed peas, well, Billy Joe never had a lick of sense. Pass the biscuits, please. There's 5 more acres in the lower 40 I got to plow. Mama said it was a shame about Billy Joe anyhow. Seems like nothing ever comes to no good up on Choctaw Ridge. And now Billy Joe McAllister's jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. Brother said he recollected when he and Tom and Billy Joe put a frog down my back at the Carroll County Picture Show. And wasn't I talking to him at the church last Sunday night? I'll have another piece of apple pie. You know it don't seem right. I saw him at the sawmill yesterday on Choctaw Ridge. And now you tell me Billy Joe's jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. Mama said to me, child, what's happened to your appetite? I've been cooking all morning and you haven't touched a single bite. That nice young preacher, Brother Taylor, dropped by today.
way. He said he saw a girl that looked a lot like you up on Choctaw Ridge. And she and Billy Joe was throwing something off the Tallahatchie Bridge. A year has come and gone since we heard the news about Billy Joe. Brother married Becky Thompson, they bought a store in Tupelo. There was a virus going round, Papa caught it and he died last spring. And now Mama doesn't seem to want to do much of anything. And me, I spend a lot of time picking flowers up on Choctaw Ridge and drop them into the muddy water off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
Curfew in 3 minutes for people under 17. Thought we'd tell you about
This is Casey Stengel. Now there's a car you ought to take a good look at, which is called a Rebel, which makes it sound like it was built down south somewhere. But really, American Motors builds them in Kenosha, Wisconsin, which is not Detroit. These fellas in Kenosha have a real thing about building quality into their cars. But you don't even have to take my word for it. There's this automobile feller, McCahill, who writes things about cars for Mechanics Illustrated, who had some good things to say about a Rebel, which he himself got to test. I quote, "There isn't a better intermediate-sized car built in the United States than the 1967 Rebel." I unquote. So you can see it ain't just the old professor who thinks this here Rebel is the kind of car you ought to look into, or for that matter, even drive.
The Rebel that Casey Stengel and Tom McCahill were talking about is now selling at the lowest prices of the year at your American Motors Rambler dealer's Hot Tag Sale.
WLS presents news headlines at 25.
Here in Chicago, police say one innocent bystander was shot to death and 2 others were wounded tonight by a deputy sheriff who was attacked by 3 youths as he walked to his car after attempting to serve a summons on the south side. 2 U.S. Army sergeants have been arrested and accused of conspiring to transmit defense secrets to the Soviet Union. Meanwhile, 2 Russian diplomats involved have left the country. A former member of the American Nazi Party is being held in connection with the assassination today of party leader George Lincoln Rockwell. Defense Secretary McNamara told Congress today the Vietnam War will be won south of the demilitarized zone and not by bombing the north. And here in the Midwest, locals of the United Auto Workers appear to be voting to authorize a walkout against one of the big 3 automakers if no settlement is reached before the deadline of September 6th.
This has been WLS News Headlines at 25. Hear details of these and other stories live at 55 on WLS Chicago.
So the pitcher winds up in Charlie, you're not listening. You think drinking Schlitz is going to replace baseball?
Well, the last time I went to the ballpark, a lot more people were drinking Schlitz than playing baseball.
There's just one Schlitz, yeah, nothing else comes near.
Try the taste of the most carefully brewed beer in the world.
When you're out of Schlitz, you're out. You're out of beer.
Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and other cities.
All righty, now sit down and listen to this record, because it's a good one. Sam and Dave going to sing about their soul man. birthdays tonight. Kathy has a birthday. She's 18, and also Barb and Jane. They're both 12. And a happy birthday goes out to Maggie, who's sweet 16. Rick and Sherry, George and Stan are out there, Tom, Alan, and Ron. And all the gang, Jan, everybody in Clarksville, Alabama that checked in with us. And John and Bill and Jeff and Mike from Champaign, Illinois. And Fred and Jim and all the gang tuned in. And Deerfield, don't you dare move. We're going to stay together till midnight. Right.
Personality. Exciting radio personality. On 890 in Chicago. WLS
Personality. Here it comes. The biggest package of super hits ever assembled into one